You already know it's about to get nasty out here. You close the window. I was trying to figure out this whole Miko Worldwide thing for myself, man. Because everybody was telling me about it, but they wasn't giving me no details, man. I'm gonna get right into it. This is the most disgusting shit I ever did on YouTube.
You gotta take off video down. I don't give a take off down, and you're not allowed to come back to New York City, bro.
Hey, y'all New York, man. Y'all some man. I'll kill y'all, man. What's up? Pull up. We out here, Miko Worldwide.
Miko Worldwide. Listen, I'm a grown ass man, and I can admit when I'm wrong. You know what I mean? I can.
Let me know if y'all can hear, because this shit is spicy. This joint right here is crazy. I didn't know how crazy it was, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Before I touched it, pause. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear that audio, man? That's the only thing I really need to know, man. I'm completely disgusted, man. I thought I wanted to know about this dude for a quick second, but then I looked at this 1090 Jake video, all right? And this dude right here breaks it down from beginning to end in 20 minutes. I don't know how he be doing his homework on this, you know what I'm saying? But he obviously got his sources because he got shit I didn't see, all right? Yes, you can hear it. All right, cool. Let's go.
Apologize for my mistakes. I spreaded some false rumors about you, man. And I know in the video I said that you forced yourself on a 15-year-old boy, and I was wrong. You know what I mean? And that wasn't true. Instead, you forced yourself on a 17-year-old boy. My bad. Next time, I'm gonna make sure that I get the facts straight.
YouTube has been on fire since China Mac addressed criminal allegations against
Oh, now I know why they told me to watch it. Y'all better listen.
another YouTuber by the name of Miko Worldwide. Based out of Georgia, Miko's YouTube career dates back to 2019 when he started vlogging in the Dominican Republic before traveling to other foreign locations such as Thailand, Germany, and Colombia. But his last trip to Colombia in 2020 would gain national attention. Miko was arrested by Colombia's CTI, a law enforcement agency that partners with U.S. law enforcement
Look at that nigga's face, y'all. Watch.
when investigating, arresting, and deporting criminals. According to the CTI's website, Miko was located inside of a restaurant in Medellin, Colombia, and placed under the authority of migration pending deportation back to the U.S. The CTI stated, according to reports from U.S. authorities, Miko offered drugs to a 10-year-old, sexually abused a minor, and tied his feet and arms before putting him in a car's trunk. The attack occurred in the state of Georgia in 2018, and for
I thought I was bugging when I heard it too, man.
Miko offered drugs to a 10-year-old, sexually abused a minor, and tied his feet and arms before putting him in a car's trunk. The attack occurred in the state of Georgia in 2018, and for this fact, there is a conviction and an arrest warrant. The article also states in 2012, Miko was convicted for sexual crimes against another child under
These them pill baby.
the age of 10 in Georgia. To evade the US, Miko left the country as a YouTuber where he traveled the world and shared videos of his charitable works. At the time, he had just over 30,000 subscribers.
By the way, Venezuela Reyes is the one that told me to touch the story. I knew it had to be some gay shit involved, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know how deep it was.
Because of his arrest in a foreign country, different international authorities began investigating whether his YouTube channel was a facade to contact children and adolescents for sexual purposes. Back in 2018, an Atlanta-based news outlet posted an article titled "Wanted: Meth Trafficking Assault Suspects Sought." Gwinnett County Sheriffs was seeking 6 men, one of which was Michael Wolfgang Nichols.
Listen to the nigga name. 050 is the movement. Stop playing. Put some respect on my people.
aka Miko Worldwide, who was wanted on charges of aggravated sodomy and aggravated assault. Over the next 2 years, Miko allegedly went on the run internationally before being captured, deported, and transported to the Gwinnett County Jail. According to an arrest warrant, between March 29th and March 30th of 2018, between the hours of 9 p.m. and 5 a.m., Michael Wolfgang Nickel committed the act.
This nigga's a whole mook. Hold up. Look at this shit. Personally appeared the undersigned prosecutor, boom, boom, oath says that to the best of the prosecutor's knowledge and belief, the above named accused between 3/29/2018 and 3/30/2018, 1 day, okay, celebration of the drive room, blah, 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 they commit the offense of aggravated assault, which is a felony in violation of blah, 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 whatever. The laws of, okay, let's listen to it.
Of aggravated assault and aggravated sodomy within room 236 at the In-Town Suites Hotel. Michael Worldwide was accused of assaulting the victim with his hands by applying pressure to the victim's throat to choke him from behind while committing the act of aggravated sodomy.
That just sounds crazy.
Now, this is where I believe the Colombian authorities made a mistake. The charge in the arrest warrant for sodomy states aggravated sodomy with force and against person's will, or person less than 10 years of age. Nowhere in the actual warrant does it list the victim's age, but it does include the name. The warrant also doesn't include the co-defendant, who was the third person present in the hotel room that night. March 18, 2018, Miko, who was 27 years old at the time, was hanging with a friend named Ishwa Long, who was 22. According to Miko, Ishwa was on a dating app called Jacked, which claimed to be the most diverse community for gay, bi, trans, and queer people around the globe. In simpler terms, it was a Tinder app for the LGBT
Venezuela, Reyes, and Roski right here.
TQ community.
My bad, man. Go ahead and get y'all a screenshot real quick, man. There's Roski at the bottom and Venezuela at the right.
In simpler terms, it was a Tinder app for the LGBTQ community. That's where a 17-year-old named Bryson Orr made contact with Ishwa with the intent of hooking up. Miko would drive with his friend to pick up the 17-year-old, and when he got in the car, Miko alleges he asked to be taken to Walmart. The three would enter the Walmart, and Bryson would steal cough medicine before going into the bathroom where he ingested it. The cough medicine was known as triple C's and is commonly abused by teens to get a euphoric effect. The three drove to another location to buy marijuana.
Nah, we opening the panel today, man.
Before going to the hotel room that was under Ishwa's name. That's where Ishwa and Bryson smoked while Miko watched. And according to Miko, Bryson started to twerk naked on the...
What the fuck? Twerk? Niggas know how to twerk? Mr. Orr was twerking naked on the bed thereafter. After Mr. Long and Mr. Orr finished smoking the marijuana, the three of them engaged in consensual... Upon completion of their sexual acts, they noticed Mr. Orr was... What? Wait.
That after. That's when the three of them engaged in consensual sex. After they did what they did, they noticed 17-year-old Bryson was bleeding from his rectum. Bryson would clean himself in the shower before being driven home by Miko and Ishwa, who knocked on the door of Bryson's home, but nobody answered. Bryson decided to check his brother's car door, which was on. That's where Ishwa and Bryson smoked while Miko watched. And according to Miko, Bryson started to twerk naked on the bed after. That's when the three of them engaged in consensual sex. After they did what they did, they noticed 17-year-old Bryson was bleeding from his rectum. Bryson would clean himself in the shower before being driven home by Miko and Ishwa, who knocked on the door of Bryson's home, but nobody answered. Bryson decided to check his brother's car door, which was unlocked, so he sat in the car and waved Miko and Ishwa off. It wasn't until the next day when Bryson's mom returned home from an out-of-town business trip that Bryson claimed he'd been raped. He'd spent the morning and afternoon with his brother, but
well, you know, This is just messy.
Failed to mention anything about an assault. That same day, the Swanee Police Department would respond to the hotel room, arresting 22-year-old Ishwa Long for aggravated sodomy. Police would arrive at Miko's parents' house, next to which Miko fled out of the back of the home, evading a police pursuit that involved canines. Within a short amount of time, he was able to disconnect his phone, abandon.
I heard somebody saying China Mac was a rat because he told niggas he exposed this. Let me tell you something. If I'd have knew it before China Mac did, I'd have been out here exposing this bitch ass nigga too.
In his car and quit his loss prevention job. When contacted by detectives, Miko claimed there'd been a death in the family, and Miko would remain at large for the next 2 years until capture in March of 2020. Now, the victim claimed to have a much different experience.
X, I know. X called me like, what the fuck? This is after like fucking 10 people hit me. It was probably X, the last one, that made me really like check into it. But when I seen this 1090 Jake shit, it was no question about it. He goes deep.
With Miko Worldwide than the one Miko would eventually share in his defense. It turned.
My back. Let me bring it back a little bit more, right? Hit the like button, man. This is the hottest shit on YouTube right now, man. Good looking, X. I'm gonna drop the link right after this, man. It's like another 10 minutes of this shit, man. This shit is nasty, man. Y'all thought Africa Bambaataa was wrong. Woo! This nigga right here, Bam Booty ain't got nothing. Bam Busty ain't got nothing on this.
Police would arrive at Miko's parents' house, next to which Miko fled out of the back of the home, evading a police pursuit that involved canines. Within a short amount of time, he was able to disconnect his phone, abandon his car, and quit his loss prevention job. When contacted by detectives, Miko claimed there'd been a death in the family, and Miko would remain at large for the next 2 years until.
Let's not get it twisted, neither. He was practicing for law enforcement too. We're gonna get to that.
So capture in March of 2020. Now, the victim claimed to have a much different experience with Miko Worldwide than the one Miko would eventually share in his defense. It turns out that all 3 men had met a month prior to this incident, and all 3 of them admitted to it. During that time, they'd smoke, and the victim gave oral sex to Miko, which would be used in Miko's defense as a clear indication of consent in a previous interaction. But in this interaction, the victim.
Hey, trolls, be nice, man. Work with me. I'll let you up on stage, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be able to have a voice and all that. But I need some help with this one. I need to figure out what is it in you niggas' mind that make you want to, you know what I'm saying, like knock a 17-year-old down, you know what I mean? While you passed out. Hold up.
Claimed to have blacked out. He started off by saying it was Miko who contacted him through the dating app using a fake name and profile picture. He asked if he wanted to do meth, to which he agreed. He admitted to stealing the cough medicine as Miko and Ishwa watched him take it in the bathroom. And when they got.
I think misunderstood was around when this shit happened.
Back to the hotel room, they asked him if he'd ever smoked angel dust. He was handed a blunt he believed contained marijuana, which caused him to lose consciousness. As he came in and out of consciousness, he realized he was being choked from behind and sodomized by Miko. Bleeding from his rectum, he was taken to the shower in the hotel room before being.
What the fuck is y'all young boys on?
Driven and left on the porch of his home as he was unable to walk. A medical examination would find a 3 cm.
That's what they did to Venezuela. Came behind him, grabbed him, you know what I'm saying, and essed him.
Centimeter anal tear within his body. Ishwa Long, Miko's co-defendant, would end up taking a plea deal in the case for a lesser charge of cruelty, in which he admitted to throwing away the bloody sheets from the hotel room. The statement he gave the detectives would align with the statement given by the victim. The victim.
Checkmate. Hit the like button.
To this incident, and all 3 of them admitted to it. During that time, they'd smoke, and the victim gave oral sex to Miko, which would be used in Miko's defense as a clear indication of consent in a previous interaction. But in this interaction, the victim claimed to have blacked out. He started off by saying it was Miko who contacted him through the dating app using a fake name and profile picture. He asked if he wanted to do meth, to which he agreed. He admitted to stealing the cough medicine as Miko and Ishwa watched him take it in the bathroom. And when they got back to the hotel room, they asked him if he'd ever smoked angel dust.
I thought he was going to say take it in the butt. My bad.
He was handed a blunt he believed contained marijuana, which caused him to lose consciousness. As he came in and out of consciousness, he realized he was being choked from behind and sodomized by Miko. Bleeding from his rectum, he was taken to the shower in the hotel room before being driven and left on the porch of his home as he was unable to walk. A medical examination would find
that went right past me.
3-centimeter anal tear within his body. Ishwa Long, Miko's co-defendant, would end up taking a plea deal in the case for a lesser charge of cruelty, in which he admitted to throwing away the bloody sheets from the hotel room. The statement he gave the detectives would align with the statement given by the victim. The victim, who said he was raped, would say he required Miko and Ishwa to wear condoms, which shows initially he consented to sex. But what he didn't consent to was waking up only to be choked unconscious.
Wait, how do you get a cruelty charge and you skip the other shit? What he did was, he said, yo, my part was this. This is what I did. I was being cruel. But that nigga right there was the nigga that did all the action.
Miko, who was penetrating him. With Miko in the county jail without bond, Miko's defense would file a motion for bond reconsideration. Initially, it was determined Miko posed a flight risk, as he'd obviously been captured in another country and the courts were aware of his YouTube channel. A fugitive report would state that after he was captured, Miko engaged in a physical altercation with customs or an ICE official in Colombia, causing him to have to be removed from the plane that was extraditing him and resulting in Gwinnett County having to pay for a private plane.
Okay, so that's why they was handling him like that, because I was wondering why was they handling him like that, you know what I'm saying?
To bring him to the U.S. During that flight, Miko would brag about his channel and his freedom while having warrants for his arrest, causing his bond to be denied. His defense would argue that Miko had been...
I seen this nigga on TV the other day flashing guns for China Mac, say we're going to kill your ass if we catch you in an ATL. I'm just saying.
In jail for over 6 months without incident. Miko had been attacked by an inmate but did nothing to defend himself other than stopping the inmate from further harming him. His defense would say Miko fled the country in fear of punishment for the crime he was accused of, but he had no intention of fleeing again. His lawyer would also detail Miko's background. He'd worked for the past 5 years in retail loss prevention, a job based on identifying suspicious customers and preventing theft. Miko also had previous experience.
Hold on, man. What's this, the Zesty show? What the fuck are we doing? This nigga is going crazy in the comments. You heard what he said? Y'all seen that shit? Oh, somebody blocked you already. Oh, okay. Kill Sapo in the building. You know what I'm saying? And Doom. China Mac is with the business. He, Blackout. I need you to pull up real quick. Blackout. Nobody else. The link is for Blackout. You go to the back and you act like you don't fucking hear me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to ignore you. This is for Blackout. I'm going to drop the link for everybody else in a second. Blackout, pull up. You know what I'm saying? Or Mr. X, because Mr. X is the first one that really, really got in my ear that I paid attention to. Venezuela been running this shit in my ears like Miko. But I don't listen to Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? But we need Venezuela up here because he knows about the situation. You know what I'm saying? But he just got shot by Mr. X. Oh, man. Trolls, y'all got to be nice tonight, man. Can we get through this, man? I know you don't want us to know what type of shit goes on behind, closed doors in your troll world. Hit the like button, though. All right? Let me see the like button go up to 30, man. I'll go find you a new room. I'm back on bullshit. Just in case you didn't know. See? Venezuela pops up. I told him the link is for Blackout. So I'm going to kick him out. Don't get blocked, Venezuela. They just put you on timeout, I think. You know what I'm saying? But don't get blocked. All right? Gotta keep hitting the like button, y'all. Let it go up. Let it go up. This nigga was practicing for law enforcement all the time. These niggas want to get guns and, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man.
For the crime he was accused of, but he had no intention of fleeing again. His lawyer would also detail Miko's background. He'd worked for the past 5 years in retail loss prevention, a job based on identifying suspicious customers and preventing theft. Miko also had previous experience in law enforcement, but the lawyer obviously didn't want to bring up Miko's past arrest, in which he was charged with impersonating an officer. Back in 2013, Miko was a part of a group causing a disturbance within a restaurant. When police responded, Miko identified himself as a police officer, but refused to provide identification. He'd further informed the officer he was post-certified, which stands for peace.
Understand how this nigga had all these charges, all these no money in the world, nah. All these charges, yo. And yeah, he definitely was
Officer standards and training. POST is a training program meant to raise the training level of law enforcement officers. Miko had also received tactical squad basic training, basic correctional officer training, pepper spray training, mental health training, and a community service response team certification. It was during this 2013 case Miko wrote a letter to the judge detailing his education, employment history, and community outreach skills. He'd recently graduated with his undergraduate degree in criminal justice technology, stating his growing passion for criminal justice. He spoke on working closely with many police officers due to his role as a retail loss prevention detective, and he even participated in the Atlanta.
It get worse, y'all. What you gotta say about this shit, Los? You on mute. Go ahead.
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, man, it's nasty, man. But like you were saying, he was able to plead out because they're pretty much saying the guy gave consent at first when he said, make sure you use straps. That's why he was able to plead out like that. Jake gonna get into it a little later, but that's how he was able to dodge the, I think it was like a sodomy charge or some crazy shit.
Yeah, let me finish playing it.
Police Department's marathon, raising awareness and funding for Crime Stoppers. But back to his other case. Miko's lawyer would tell the judge of his degree in criminal justice and how Miko was very close to being hired as a federal law enforcement agent with the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Agency when this incident occurred. His lawyer also brought up how the victim initially said he was raped, and 29 minutes into the interview stated he required Miko and his co-defendant to wear condoms. Miko's lawyer would tell the judge Miko has no prior history of sexual misconduct, other than a 2012 case out of Fulton County, in which Miko was charged with sexual battery. The case was disposed without conviction, and details regarding the case were unavailable. The state brought up that 2 other agencies from another country were investigating Miko, having been involved with another child, but details couldn't be provided. The judge decided Miko was still a flight risk and denied his bond. Miko would remain in jail for a total of 14 months before taking a plea deal in May of 2021. Specifically, he'd taken Alfred.
That was last summer.
Plea, in which the defendant, aka Miko, maintains innocence and does not admit to the criminal act he's accused of, but admits that the prosecution has sufficient evidence to persuade a judge or jury to find him guilty, so he agrees to be treated as guilty. The
technology. Hey yo, super big shout outs to that nigga 1090 Jake though. 1090 Jake is the fucking man right now. This nigga, you know what I mean? This nigga is straight out. This nigga like Sherlock Holmes right now. Big shout outs. Yo, go subscribe to 1090 Jake, man. Started out like a jail channel just like me. You know what I'm saying? Just like a lot of us. Big shout outs to that, bro.
does not admit to the criminal act he's accused of, but admits that the prosecution has sufficient evidence to persuade a judge or jury to find him guilty, so he agrees to be treated as guilty. The negotiated sentence would be 5 years probation with early termination in 3 years, and he'd be guilty of only aggravated assault, with the state agreeing to drop the charge of sodomy. He'd be given 14 months credit for his time served in jail, and if he filed to terminate his probation with 75 to 80% of his sentence completed, the state would not oppose, meaning he could be off probation in less than 3 years. It was explained to Miko that if he was to take the charges to trial and lose, he'd face a possible 25 to life in prison for sodomy and a possible 20 years for aggravated assault. Miko,
that's dedication right there, man. You can say whatever you want. Just don't put no curse words or nothing else up in that joint, man. Have some taste, man. Respect these pedos.
the state, and the judge would accept the plea, and Miko was found guilty of aggravated assault. Within the following month, Miko would return to YouTube, and over the next few months would begin blogging his journeys through some of Atlanta's most
This is like the Iron Donkey, you know what I'm saying? This is when he started turning into a fucking gangster.
dangerous neighborhoods before transforming his channel into a hood vlog channel in which he
I bet every nigga in this picture is trying to get a job, a legit job. All these niggas are trying to work at Amazon right now.
travels city to city, state.
Look at the little homie right here, though. He got a pistol. You see this one right here? This guy here? This nigga got a gat. I know the black niggas got a gat. They got the complimentary white boy, the just do it white boy. He will shoot anything to prove that he down with the squad. Trust me.
The state giving an inside look into some of America's most dangerous neighborhoods, as those featured.
My bad. This last piece of troll business I got. This nigga right here definitely need to wash his face, though. You know what I'm saying?
In the videos would flex guns and proclaim gang affiliations. All of this was being done with many not knowing or claiming to not know Miko's criminal history up until Miko would link with China Mac. China Mac would be the first to publicly ban Miko Worldwide from New York, while Miko would respond with another hood vlog, this time in Riverdale, Georgia.
Hey man, China Mac, let's shout out China Mac, man.
Fuck you, nigga.
What's up, man?
Fuck you, nigga. I'm a real blood, nigga.
You not good out.
This is a real big problem that we got. Jumping up in these cameras trying to prove something with a nigga that got some. Y'all seen that Hassan Campbell video I did earlier? That old ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show it to y'all after I'm done with this shit. Well, Hassan Campbell, you know what I mean, with the old black spade nigga, whatever his name is, Bam. You feel me? Like nigga, like I said, man, make the George Foreman grill and tap out, man. Don't try to get out here and start fighting with these young niggas. These niggas are smoking on packs, grandpa packs, young boy packs, woman packs. These niggas are killing chicks out here daily. You know what I'm saying? Stay safe, nigga.
Now I'm just as confused as everyone else by the blood throwing up a pitchfork, so I decided to reach out. He's apparently a rapper named King Joey Cadell with a song with Davey.
Nigga, 1090 Jake is the GOAT. That nigga is the GOAT. You gotta be reading my mind. I ain't look at this whole video straight through. Gotta be reading my mind. This nigga is the GOAT right now. That's some shit I'd have did. You know what I'm saying? Reach out. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? It's like a Muslim nigga, you know what I'm saying? Wearing a yarmulke. You feel me? Eating a pork sandwich in the video. Oh, my nigga, come in. Let me holler at you, bro. What's his IG?
Look at his name. He confused. Look at his name. What it say on his IG?
Baby Jesus. Aloba OG Gun. Man, bro, these niggas is, yo, our people is fucked up. We'll do anything. These niggas was out here eating cinnamon, jumping up on fucking crates. You know what I'm saying? Doing water challenges, smacking each other. Yo, y'all niggas is too bored out here, man.
Yo, Georgia.
Hey man, China Mac, let's shout out China Mac, man.
Fuck you, nigga.
What's up, man?
Fuck you, nigga. I'm a real blood, nigga.
You not good out
Fuck
here,
you,
boy.
nigga.
You not good out here, boy.
Now I'm just as confused as everyone else by the blood throwing up a pitchfork, so I decided to reach out. He's apparently a rapper named King Joey Cadell with a song with Dave East.
Hold on. I got a song with Dave East, bitch.
I told him I'd be putting him in the video I'm doing on Miko's charges, and when I asked if he knew of his charges, he replied with something about a 17-year. You know what I was doing at 17? Now I don't even want to know what you was doing at 17 if you co-signing with the other 17-year-olds.
Wait a minute, sir, because I was about to pause that if he didn't.
He'd mentioned Duty Low, who previously faced allegations against the child.
I gotta read what it says here. Something about a 17 nigga. Okay, hold on. Let me just read this out the way it is. Okay, boom, 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 boom. ABPSN. My grandfather is a Maine 21. My daddy died in a GD in 19. Let me just show you my face while I read this. My granddaddy, Carver Home, my big cousin Nipsey. Okay. Well, say less. I'm gonna have y'all little clip in the video I'm doing on Buddy and his charges. You know what his paperwork says? LOL. Something about a 17-year nigga. You know this nigga gonna try to kill me if he see me. You know what I was doing at 17. Bro pulled up to a one-way in, a one-way out. Ain't nobody finna pull up like that or put their life on the line. The streets is the real lie detector test. Tell Duty Low to pull up on me. He won't. The real child molester. The fuck is this nigga talking about? And this ain't blood language.
Child, but was never actually charged. And apparently Miko pulling up to his hood is enough verification that Miko is a real one. A picture posted to Instagram by the rapper Monster Blue would show him and all the GDs happy as hell to be next to Miko Worldwide, and Monster Blue would even go.
And furthermore, on Pyru. I just wanted to say that. On Pyru. Big shout out to WAC 100. On Pyru.
I wonder how your man
China Mac was banned from it.
I was gonna say, I wonder how your man Wack felt. His homeboy in that picture when they was at Gonzales Park. You seen that? The nigga with the kufi on?
Nah, I didn't see that, sir.
It was about like 20 seconds back when they showed the front of the park, and the nigga with the kufi, he be hanging with Wack. I wonder if he seen 1090J video.
I don't know, man. WAC and them seem preoccupied with other shit right now. There's a lot going on out here, man. There's a lot going on. You heard about that indictment? I mean, you heard about that so-called the feds is trying to get the playbacks from
they could do that. Why not?
Yeah, but they were saying that there's a video out with WAC saying that.
That was clickbait. Some girl, the original video was a girl coming in a room and saying that one of her homeboys got jammed up, and they was able to subpoena the replays, and she was telling Wack that could happen. The dude took the video, Wack regurgitated it and said, Wack 100 said the feds contacted him about replays.
Yeah, well, like I didn't hear. Which one?
If you keep going back, it's like just highlight right there.
I got
it. In the middle with the kufi. I actually watched this vlog too because I recognized him, and I think he was in the thumbnail. I was like, "Oh shit, that's the nigga that be with Wack."
All right, okay.
But yeah, back to that. It ain't nothing too crazy. I just wonder if how they feel about it. I mean, he infiltrated them too.
Yeah, they already talking about. I gotta check in with Wack when I go to LA. Oh, the Bussy strike back. WAC 100 caked up though on Pyru.
On Pyru.
On Pyru.
And federal agent cameraman records them is fucking crazy because any and everything seen in those videos could easily be used against them in the same hood that they want to show off.
So we not learning from this shit, are we? We not. We definitely not learning. We not picking up no game from all these niggas that got locked up for this exact same shit right here.
Nope.
My man right here, Dusty African nigga. You know what I'm saying? At the end, he got a green beam at the camera.
Like, and word is, a lot of these dudes got picked up already.
For real?
Yeah, they were saying that it's been a couple indictments that went down in Atlanta. That Miko, when he first got picked up, that he was around. And then plus, remember in his plea deal paperwork, what Jake said, he was admitting he was a few months away from being a Fed Border Patrol agent.
Yes, I heard that part. Hold on.
Now, it's clear Miko isn't a pedophile based on his conviction, But the only thing that saved him from a statutory rape charge is the fact that the age of consent in Georgia is only 16. Had he been convicted in Florida or many other states,
Somebody father looking to kill this little nigga here.
he'd be a full-blown convicted sex offender with charges against a minor. Pleading out to aggravated assault, Miko was convicted of choking a 17-year-old boy from behind, and the thought of a 27-year-old engaging in any sexual act with a 17-year-old
laws is fucked up. So he got charged. He came behind the dude, choked him out, and went up in him. So they said, okay, well, you know, he's 17, so we're just going to charge you for the cruelty of choking him, but not for going up in him.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
It's crazy.
Still doesn't sit right, whether it's a boy or a girl. But these are the facts of Miko's case, coming directly from the paperwork. It's now up to the viewers to decide if Miko is a genuine hood vlogger or if the origins of his channel was a facade as investigated by law enforcement agencies. Now this whole case is wild.
This nigga's down with the police, man. You know what I'm saying? For the people that don't understand how it, like I titled it, Who is Miko Worldwide? Well, if you want to see how this whole shit started, we're gonna just spin it one more time. But I'm gonna give y'all the fast version, and I'm opening up the chat. The chat is open, man. Where's Venezuela at? I know he's lurking somewhere. All right, we're gonna play it right here because I want y'all to hear the first couple minutes.
You gotta take off video down. I don't give a f. Take off down, and you're not allowed to come back to New York City, bro.
Y'all New York, man. Y'all some man. I'll kill y'all, man. What's up? Pull up. We out here, Miko Worldwide.
Miko Worldwide. Listen, I'm a grown-ass man, and I can admit when I'm wrong. You know what I mean? I can apologize for my mistakes. I spreaded some false rumors about you, man. And I know in the video I said that you forced yourself on a 15-year-old boy, and I was wrong. You know what I mean? And that wasn't true. Instead, you forced yourself on a 17-year-old boy. My bad. Next time
I'm sad to say you was right. You was right, Venezuela. Fuck you, though. Okay? What information you got about this shit?
Why your man China Mac is snitching, though?
He not snitching? What do you mean he's snitching?
Was he convicted of rape?
Bro.
He wasn't convicted of the things that he's trying to get blamed for, though.
I'm trying to be nice to you people.
Hold on. But these are gangsters. Don't they go by paperwork?
YouTube has been on fire since China Mac addressed criminal allegations against another YouTuber by the name of Miko Worldwide. Based out of Georgia, Miko's YouTube career dates back to 2019 when he started vlogging in the Dominican Republic before traveling to other foreign locations such as Thailand, Germany, and Colombia. But his last trip to Colombia in 2020 would gain national attention. Miko was arrested by Colombia's CTI, a law enforcement agency that partners with U.S. law enforcement when investigating, arresting, and deporting criminals. According to the CTI's website, Miko was located inside of a restaurant in Medellin, Colombia, and placed under the authority of migration, pending deportation back to the US.
He was really worldwide.
The CTI stated, according to reports from U.S. authorities, Miko offered drugs to a 10-year-old, sexually abused the minor, and tied his feet and arms before putting him in a car's trunk. The attack occurred in the state of Georgia in 2018, and for this fact, there is a conviction and an arrest warrant. The article also states in 2012, Miko was convicted for sexual crimes against another child under the age of 10 in Georgia. To evade the U.S., Miko left the country as a YouTuber where he traveled the world and shared videos of his charitable works. At the time, he had just over 30,000 subscribers. Because of his arrest in a foreign country, different international authorities began investigating whether his YouTube channel was a facade to contact children and adolescents for sexual purposes. Back in 2018, an Atlanta-based news outlet posted an article titled "Wanted: Meth Trafficking, Assault Suspects Sought." Gwinnett County Sheriffs was seeking 6 men, one of which was Michael Wolfgang Nickel, aka Miko Worldwide, who was wanted on charges of aggravated sodomy and aggravated assault. Over the next 2 years, Miko allegedly went on a run internationally before being captured.
But listen, allegations. The fact is, right, he copped out to the charges. His man ratted on him about what he did, bro. So even though we know in Florida, it's 16 is legal age, but do that make it right in any state? Okay, but does that make it right in any? Does that make it right in any?
Why are we judging another man's sexual activity?
Listen, would you come from behind a nigga and choke him and try to go up in him without his consent?
It was consensual.
Bye. Bye, Felicia. You old enough to have a 17-year-old?
Deported and transported to the Gwinnett County Jail. According to an arrest warrant, between March 29th and March 30th of 2018, between the hours of 9 p.m. and 5 a.m., Michael Wolfgang Nickel committed the act of aggravated assault and aggravated sodomy within room 236 at the In-Town Suites Hotel. Michael Worldwide was accused of assaulting the victim with his hands by applying pressure to the victim's throat to choke him from behind while committing the act of aggravated sodomy. Now, this is where I believe the Colombian authorities made a mistake. The charge in the arrest warrant for sodomy states aggravated sodomy with force and against persons.
Your morals and standards, you are fucked up.
Will or person less than 10 years of age. Nowhere in the police lie or don't they lie? The victim's age, but it does include the name.
Now all gangsters believe everything the police say.
Bro, we talking about what the kid said out of what his bleeding ass.
Okay, but what I'm saying is allegations. Those are allegations.
Let me drop a poll.
The technology.
Pause. Okay.
Venezuela. Hold on, Mac. Do you believe everything the police say? Do you believe them? They can lie too, right? The police.
Look. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep my opinion out of it, right? I'm gonna ask the community.
Right? He admitted in his plea deal that he did it. He admitted it. He corroborated what the victim said.
Yeah, he admitted that he had sex with the guy. Yes, he admitted it, but that's not illegal to have sex with the guy. And it's not a minor. In the state of Georgia, he's an adult. Let's not say minor. He's an adult. Let's keep it how it goes, bro. He has sex with an adult in Georgia. Did he assault him? Yes. Did he rape him? No. Obviously, he did not rape him.
Very good point. Hold on. Is he slow? He was charged. It wasn't an allegation.
And the dude was unconscious, bro.
He was in and out of consciousness, but he clearly woke up when he felt something.
So you think that's cool? You'll do that? You'll do that with a female if she in and out?
And let me ask you something. If it wasn't no foul intent, why did they clean up the hotel and then drop him at his brother's car and sit him down? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
Come on, bro. He's bleeding in the hotel, bro. If a nigga gets shot in the hotel, you just gonna leave it there too? Like, niggas clean that up too, right?
Two different situations. You can't consent to being shot. That's two different situations. Let's not blur the lines.
But he consented to the sex though, because he went there with the purpose of having sex.
Bro, he got unconscious. He wasn't.
You think just because he was twerking ass naked on the bed that he deserved it?
I mean, he was trying to do something. You heard? He wasn't twerking just for views and likes. You heard?
Say something. You never twerked ass naked on the bed?
Nah, that's not like I don't do the Bobby Shmurda.
You do worse. Anyway, let me reset this shit right here, man. What y'all got? Let me get up in the comments, man. The link is right there, man. If you want to talk, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of this bozo. This nigga here acting like he want to, you know what I'm saying? Like you with that.
But why they snitching on allegations though? Why they
what
snitching?
Talking about?
They want more police.
Let's look at the regular charges on him.
They want more police action.
Nowhere in the actual warrant does it list the victim's age, but it does include the name. The warrant also doesn't include the co-defendant, who was the third person present in the hotel room that night. March 18th, 2018, Miko, who was 27 years old at the time, was hanging with a friend named Ishwa Long, who was 22. According to Miko, Ishwa was on a dating app called Jacked, which claimed to be the most diverse community for gay, bi, trans, and queer people around the globe. In simpler terms, it was a Tinder app for the LGBTQ community. That's where a 17-year-old named Bryson Orr made contact with Ishwa with the intent of...
Brother, I got a 17-year-old son. I don't get... Let me tell you something. I will hunt these cats down.
Hooking up. Miko would drive with his friend to pick up the 17-year-old, and when he got in the car, Miko alleges he asked to be taken to Walmart. The three would enter the Walmart, and Bryson would steal cough medicine before going into the bathroom where he ingested it.
The dude was
The
even
cough medicine
stealing
was known as
drugs.
triple
That means
C's.
he wanted it. He wanted to take the drugs. He wanted to get high. He wanted to do it, though. He stole the drugs, bro. They ain't force him.
Hit the like button. The question is it right? Shut the fuck up for...
And is commonly abused by teens to get a euphoric effect. The three drove to another location to buy marijuana before going to the hotel room that was under Ishwa's name. That's where Ishwa and Bryson smoked while Miko watched. And according to Miko, Bryson started to twerk naked on the bed after. That's when the three of them engaged in consensual sex.
There you go,
After they did what they did,
sex.
they noticed 17-year-old Bryson was bleeding from...
If it was that consensual, charges wouldn't have been brought up.
But it wasn't. He wasn't charged on rape. Let's get that straight. Now one count of rape is in his paperwork. Not one.
Let the content finish, because that's not the only thing he was charged with, Puto.
From his rectum. Bryson would clean himself in the shower before being driven home by Miko and Ishwa, who knocked on the door of Bryson's home, but nobody answered. Bryson decided to check his brother's car door, which was unlocked, so he sat in the car and waved Miko and Ishwa off.
And then he smoked with them.
Until the next day when Bryson's mom...
He need to be off the streets. He need to be off the streets, period. You say anything else in favor of him, I'm going to kick you off. You want to know why? Because 80% of the people said that they believe that this dude is guilty. All right? Keep voting, y'all. Hit the like button, man. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed. Let's go.
Return home.
In fact, I got another poll. We already know he's guilty. The majority, if he was on trial, he'd be done off, right?
Why, if you say he's guilty, why wasn't he charged by a jury of his peers?
Because he copped out before that. His co-defendant snitched.
Okay, which means the police knew.
His co-defendant said, listen, let's go with the facts. Let's not create theories. His co-defendant said, corroborated everything the kid said, and the kid's mother, and the kid's brother. You feel me? They cleaned the hotel up like it was a crime scene. You know what I'm saying?
So why would the police give him a plea deal if they could fucking indict him? If they had all the evidence to convict a sexual offender, why would they give him a plea deal where they could expunge his record? Why?
Hey, let me just speak on this. I'm going to give you like an international opinion. First of all, yeah, just because someone plans to have sex doesn't mean you can force them to have sex. That still classes as assault. So even though you're saying, you plan to have sex and all of this shit, you can still rape someone or force someone or sexually assault someone against their will. Like, are you slow?
There was no accusation of rape. You gotta stop
there
saying
was,
rape.
If you read the case, the guy woke up in a crippler crossface getting bummed. That is not consensual sex. Hence the assault. He was getting strangled while getting penetrated. Hence the assault. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been assault if it was consensual.
Now, hold on for a second. Venezuela, cut the man off while he's speaking. Answer what he just said.
Is there a difference between sodomy and rape? Is there a difference?
No, yeah. It's the same thing.
No,
the only difference with rape is when you actually force someone without no fucking intent to have sex with someone. Sodomy is when someone kind of plans to have sex with you, but you do something, or it could be in relation to a minor that has no say in the matter. So it's kind of a tricky charge, that sodomy charge.
He He wasn't a minor. Stop saying things that are not true.
Listen,
You're
you keep on saying he wasn't a minor. In 51 other states, he's a teenager with mental health issues. If you read the case, the guy had a lack of comprehension. Didn't really know what he was doing with his life. Was on psychic meds or whatever the fuck it was, and needed care. So he took a person with mental health issues, put him in a headlock, fucked him, ripped his ass, and then left him in his fucking place bleeding. Does that sound normal to you?
It's not normal, but neither is him twerking, but he did that too.
What do you mean? Neither is him twerking. He offered him money. He bribed him with money. If you read the case, he offered the kid $40 to get naked in his underwear and pose for him. Like, you got to read the case before you come with an opinion.
He was an adult. Stop saying kid.
How was he an adult? How can you say he was an adult when he's got lack of comprehension? Even on Miko's lawyer's defense side, they said this child or teenager, they said, they didn't say child, they said teenager. So that classes that he's not really an adult yet. When you say someone's a teenager and you admit it yourself, you're saying he ain't at the age of being a full-grown man yet. So he's a teenager. So they said he had a lack of comprehension, he was delusional. Yes, he did take drugs prior, but it doesn't mean you're allowed to put someone in a headlock, have sex with him, run a train on him, leave him with a 3-inch tear in his rectum, leave him bleeding. Do you think he would have admitted to assault if he didn't do that?
Why didn't the person press charges himself? Did you not find this true?
Hold on a second, Vin. I'm muting everybody, right? I like Stacks, right? Stacks, whether you got playing in the background, you need to cut it off so we can hear you and you stop echoing, all right? And Venezuela, we respect you too, you know what I'm saying? But I did put a poll up, and 79% of the people say kick your ass off. So you need to get a little bit more friendly. Before you go off, Stacks, and before you go off, man, let's finish listening. This nigga's foul.
From an out-of-town business trip that Bryson claimed he'd been raped. He'd spent the morning and afternoon with his brother, but failed to mention anything about an assault. That same day, the Swanee Police Department would respond to the hotel room, arresting 22-year-old Ishwa Long for aggravated sodomy. Police would arrive at Miko's parents' house, next to which Miko fled out of the back of the home, evading a police pursuit that involved canines. Within a short amount of time, he was able to disconnect.
Innocent niggas don't dodge canines. Don't unmute yourself.
That's a lie. China Mac went
connect his phone.
I know. You know what? He's in Venezuela eating fucking garbage out the garbage can. He can't really hear good. You know what I'm saying? And I put him in the back. 81% of people said that I did the right thing. All right, let's go.
And quit his loss prevention job. When contacted by detectives, Miko claimed there'd been a death in the family, and Miko would remain at large for the next 2 years until capture in March of 2020. Now, the victim claimed to have a much different experience with Miko Worldwide than the one Miko would eventually share in his defense. It turns out that all 3 men had met a month prior to this incident, and all 3 of them admitted to it. During that time, they'd smoke, and the victim gave oral sex to Miko, which would be used in Miko's defense as a clear indication of consent in a previous interaction. But in this interaction, the victim claimed to have blacked out. He started off by saying it was Miko who contacted him through the dating app using a fake.
So he searched for him like Stacks
profile picture. He asked if he wanted to do meth, to which he agreed. He admitted to stealing the cough medicine as Miko and Ishwa watched him take it in the bathroom. And when they got back to the hotel room, they asked him if he'd ever smoked angel dust. He was handed a blunt he believed contained marijuana, which caused him to lose consciousness. As he came in and out of consciousness, he realized he was being choked from behind and sodomized by Miko. Bleeding from his rectum, he was taken to the shower in the hotel room before being driven and left on the porch of his home as he was unable to walk. A medical examination would find a 3-centimeter anal tear within his body. Ishwa Long, Miko's co-defendant, would end up taking a plea deal in the case for a lesser charge of cruelty, in which he admitted to throwing away the bloody sheets from the hotel room. The statement he gave to detectives would align with the statement given by the victim. The victim,
is not, let me explain something. It's not just one victim. it's mad people saying the same shit about a motherfucker. You know what I mean? It's not just one person saying that he did this.
But they met up twice.
No, he's got kids under the age of 10. Hold on.
But they met up twice.
No, we're not talking about it no more. What about these fucking kids that's underage, man? Listen to this shit.
Who said he was raped would say he required Miko and Ishwa to wear condoms, which shows initially he consented to sex. But what he didn't consent to was waking up only to be choked unconscious by Miko, who was penetrated.
Well, that's his fetish.
With Miko in the county jail without bond, Miko's defense would file.
Don't cut the content, nigga. You say one more thing. Next time I chop you, you're out of here. Bye, Felicia. All right? When I stop it, then you talk. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can talk all you want. But while it's playing, let the people hear it. You just don't want the people to see how you get down, because that's exactly how you getting down in Venezuela. You think we don't know that you're going over there trying to buy a wife?
A motion for bond reconsideration. Initially, it was determined Miko posed a flight risk, as he'd obviously been captured in another country and the courts were aware of his YouTube channel. A fugitive report would state that after he was captured, Miko engaged in a physical altercation with customs or an ICE official in Colombia, causing him to have to be.
Let me tell you something, Venezuela. I don't like him. All right? The name of the channel is Mac Mean, True Story. All stories ain't true, but this one is. I don't like him, so I'm right. That's it. And listen, I have a 20-year bid. I did 11, 12 motherfucking years. I know a crook when I see one. These freak-ass motherfuckers over here get a couple of dollars and want to take advantage of little kids and all that shit. I'm not with it. 17-year-old, you can fight that all day. You know what I'm saying? I was up north in Attica when I was fucking Katsaki when I was 7. You understand what I'm saying? So I understand. You feel me? A 17-year-old, but these kids and all that, you can't get past that. I don't understand.
Mad, but why are you not mad that the 17-year-old wants him?
Listen, because hey, Stacks, can you fucking answer this guy?
The 17-year-old wanted to meet him.
I'll answer him 100%. So what you're saying is because the guy wanted sex with him initially, it's okay to rape him. It's okay that he passed out unconscious.
Stop saying rape. Stop saying rape. But that's not true.
That kid was 17? That's what
I can't hear you. Your microphone's bad. Yeah, no, they said it on the court papers. What they said is that he used a fake profile. He wasn't even supposed to be using a sex site. The sex site was for 18-year-olds. So right away, Miko knew that he shouldn't have been on the website. This 17-year-old met Miko, planned to have sex with him.
He met him twice.
Don't mind if he met him 50 times. He passed out. Go on.
No, go ahead, Stack. My bad.
What I'm saying is he passed out. Don't matter if a woman plans to have sex with you, she passes out and you fuck her, don't you think that's not consensual? You think that's okay?
Not if she agreed to have sex with you in the first place.
Yeah, that's not consensual. What the fuck you on about? That's like a drunk woman. You get a woman drunk. Hey, if a woman gets drunk and she says she wants to have sex with him, she passes out, that's classed as statutory rape. That is classed as statutory rape.
If she gives you consent.
Look at the law.
Hold up. Everybody that's new to the channel, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of y'all are not used to this, what we doing right now, but we do like to keep it real around here. We need you to take your finger and shove it, hit the like button. All right? That's how we do it around here. Keep it real. And the panel's open for all real shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't like what Venezuela's saying, you have to entertain the fact that there's other people that's going to have other thoughts about it. Even though they don't line up with you, you got to entertain it in some kind of way. Stacks is on you.
Why do you make...
Well, let me explain something to you. Let's take turns. Well, let's take turns. Let's take turns because this is getting a shouting match up in the UFC. So let me just take my turn first. Why do you think Bill Crosby got done for what he done? The women that met him initially wanted sex with him. So you're saying it was okay for him to drug them, fuck them while they were asleep, and he shouldn't have been charged. That's what you're saying.
He's free. He wasn't convicted of no rape. He's free.
He's still got some convictions. What you on about? No, he ain't completely free. This shows that you're slow, cuz.
But he's free. He's free. They overturned the conviction. Like it didn't
happen.
No,
they overturned some of them. They overturned some of them. He's still got cases. Look into it. He still got cases. 3 of the women were lying, saying that they met him when they were never near him. They, on the days that they say he met him or whatever it was, he was actually filming on set. But there's other women, just like with R. Kelly and other things, you cannot have sex with someone if someone passes out, even if they gave you consent. If someone gives you consent, you can't just put your dick in them and say, well, 5 hours earlier, you said it was okay. It don't work like that.
Yo, he could have passed out from the pleasure. What do you mean?
What do you mean passed out from the pleasure?
They drugged him, bro. And then they
Hey, hold on.
He drugged himself. He drugged himself.
No. It says in the paperwork, after they gave him that lace blunt, it says they gave him a lace blunt that he passed out.
Before that, he drank the codeine. Before that, which he
shut the fuck up. How did I know Bill Cosby was fucking free? I'm looking at this shit right now. I'm fucking.
His conviction was overturned because he was falsely prosecuted, which means they was lying. He's free.
Not all of them. Yeah, he's right. He's right. Some of the cases came out false. The women were lying and saying that they met him on days when he was filming, but there's still a few more cases open which they're not quite sure about. But what I'm saying is this: if you look up the legal law,
if it was an eighth, we all be drunk. But if it's not an eighth, nigga, it's just 2-letter word. It's just a 2-letter word.
It doesn't matter. If someone plans to have sex with you and they pass out and you penetrate them, that is classed as rape because they can change their mind. If they change their mind,
he wasn't charged of rape, brother, and he didn't file charges. His parents filed
charges.
No,
it's dropped. No, it was dropped. You don't understand how a plea deal works. You don't understand how a plea deal works. The plea deal that he accepted is they wouldn't go for the rape charge as long as he accepted the assault charge. So they didn't say he didn't rape him. They just saved court's time and said, look, we'll give you a plea deal. Just like if someone murders someone. One of my boys shot
that he raped them.
One of my boys shot someone and only got done for attempted murder because he went for the plea deal. But he murdered someone. He killed someone.
He didn't murder nobody because he didn't go to jail for that. You talking
what hearsay. Do you mean? He went, what do you mean hearsay? He's been arrested more times than R. Kelly on sex charges.
So
kids,
what?
Everything's, what do you mean, so what?
No arrest.
So what?
Your voice is like a fucking trumpet, bro. I gotta get rid of you. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
I've never heard no one in my life.
From the plane that was extraditing him and resulting in Gwinnett County having to pay for a private plane to bring him to the U.S. During that flight, Miko would brag about his channel and his freedom while having warrants for his arrest, causing his bond to be denied. His defense would argue that Miko had been in jail for over 6 months.
Bring Venezuela back up when they start the kid charges and shit, because I want to see how you gonna wiggle out of that. Everybody hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. It keeps it 100, no whack.
This just nasty work.
Miko had been attacked by an inmate but did nothing to defend himself other than stopping the inmate from further harming him. His defense would say Miko fled the country in fear of punishment for the crime he was accused of, but he had no intention of fleeing again. His lawyer would also detail Miko's background. He'd worked for the past 5 years in retail loss prevention, a job based on identifying suspicious customers and preventing theft. Miko also had previous experience in law enforcement, but the lawyer obviously didn't want to bring up Miko's past arrest, in which he was charged with impersonating an officer. Back in 2013, Miko was a part of a group causing a disturbance within a restaurant. When police responded, Miko identified himself as a police officer, but refused to provide identification. He'd further informed the officer he was post-certified, which stands for Peace Officer Standards and Training. POST is a training program meant to raise the training level of law enforcement officers. Miko had also received tactical squad basic training, basic correctional officer training, pepper spray training, mental health training, and a community service response team certification. It was during this 2013 case Miko wrote a letter to the judge detailing his education, employment history, and community outreach skills. He'd recently graduated with his undergraduate degree in criminal justice technology, stating his growing passion for criminal justice. He spoke on working closely with many police officers due to his role as a retail loss prevention detective, and he'd even participated in the Atlanta Police Department's marathon, raising awareness and funding for Crime Stoppers. But back to his other case. Miko's lawyer would tell the judge of his degree in criminal justice and how Miko was very close to being hired as a federal law enforcement agent with the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Agency when this incident occurred. His lawyer also brought up how the victim initially said he was raped, and 29 minutes into the interview stated he required Miko and his co-defendant to wear condoms. Miko's lawyer would tell the judge Miko has no prior history of sexual misconduct other than a 2012 case out of Fulton County in which Miko was charged with sexual battery. The case was disposed without
Yeah. All these fucking coincidences.
conviction, and details regarding the case were unavailable. The state brought up that 2 other agencies from another country.
I got damn near 200 people in here. It don't take much for y'all to hit the like button, man. We ain't got that many trolls in America, all right? Go ahead and hit the like button. Sometimes we forget about it, man. Support the channel, man. At least I talk back to y'all, man. At least I answer comments. And every time I get back into this, man, y'all don't pay me. I got to pay y'all. You know what I mean? This Puto's still here, by the way. Look, see? Watch. Say something.
He in.
Bye. See? He's still here. But we want to pull you in once we start talking about these kids' charges, man. Make that like button go up. You know what I'm saying? All them other channels y'all watching now don't show y'all no love. We showing love around here, man. Interaction. And even though I'm unfair, I'm still fair. I didn't kick them all the way out.
Were investigating Miko, having been involved with another child, but details couldn't be provided. The judge decided Miko was still a flight risk and denied his bond. Miko would remain in jail for a total of 14 months before taking a plea deal in May of 2021.
And that's 3 charges so far, Puto.
Specifically, he'd take an Alfred plea, in which the defendant, aka Miko, maintains innocence and does not admit to the criminal act he's accused of, but admits that the prosecution has sufficient evidence to persuade a judge or jury to find him guilty, so he agrees to be treated as guilty. The negotiated sentence was
man, yo, listen to that back. Let's listen back to that, man. Stop playing with me, man. See, you ain't never do no state bids. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. We'd have had this motherfucker. We'd have been sliding this motherfucker in the shower with shampoo all over the shower by his stomach. Are you kidding me? Had this nigga running around with a plastic knife in his mouth thinking he was an army sergeant crawling around the whole dorm for being zesty like that. Fuck zesty. We talking about robust, though. This nigga's robust.
Miko would remain in jail for...
Can I say something, big bro? I feel like if he wasn't guilty while he was running, he's doing all this, police is chasing him, and he got multiple charges, even with a 10-year-old minor, bro. Like, they even said it, bro. Like, it's crazy.
Stop right there with 10-year-old minor. Listen to this shit here.
For a total of 14 months before taking a plea deal in May of 2021. Specifically, he'd taken an Alfred plea, in which the defendant, aka Miko, maintains innocence and does not...
And I don't give a fuck if you hear it, if you're a family member or whatever. Nigga, you got too many sexual charges, brother. You run too fast from the police every time they see you. Too many of your homeboys is telling on you, saying that you... So there ain't no crime in you being gay, but there's crime in you being a fucking crip. A predator. To catch a predator. This nigga need to be under a fucking rock. Fuck a jail.
Way under jail.
He's accused of, but admits that the prosecution...
And preferably a marble stone. You know what I'm saying?
Prosecution has sufficient evidence to persuade a judge or jury to find him guilty, so he agrees to be treated as guilty. The negotiated sentence would be 5 years probation with early termination in 3 years, and he'd be guilty of only...
Let's stop playing, man. How the fuck you niggas been in jail? You know what I'm saying? You know if a nigga pull up with all these charges, you already know what we gonna do to this dude in jail, man. Stop acting like y'all don't know what time it is, man. For real, man. I'm not for none of this, man. I'm not even... You know what, Venezuela? I'm not even for a debate on the other side. The fact is that you got charged with these so many times, and you know what you did? You took to the world, my nigga. You avoided whatever the fuck you had to, you know what I'm saying? And you waited for China Mac to say something to you. You feel me? About it. That's the biggest crime in the whole shit. To be around all these fucking kids, taking all these pictures, knowing that you a whole pedophile, man. Fuck you, nigga.
with the state agreeing to drop the charge of sodomy. He'd be given 14 months credit for his time served in jail, and if he filed to terminate his probation with 75 to 80% of his sentence completed, the state would not oppose, meaning he could be off probation unless.
Then you have some fool to say, well, if he getting money and shit, he don't look like the type of dude that need it. You don't know what's going on in these niggas' brains, man. Come on, man. I've been around all these type of niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been in Attica, Comstock, all them jails, and these niggas are fucking crazy, man. These niggas that be mopping the floor just looking around trying to stay quiet so you don't fucking discover who the fuck they is. Or try to take money, you know what I mean, and run around a bunch of known gang members like he did. You feel me? That don't know his history, you dig, and get a cosign, clout chasing. You feel me? But in this situation, this is called clout cloaking. This is cloaking. You know what I mean? Trying to get legitimate licenses for guns and shit like that. To be in law enforcement. To act like a stand-up citizen. Man, that shit is just a cloak for you to perform the dysfunctions, my nigga. Straight up. We wouldn't have never let this live. Just having one possibility of the charge while you in jail with niggas. Niggas would have, you know what I'm saying? We don't need no paperwork party. It's just been one charge and you would have had a bad bid the whole entire time. Fuck the other charges, man. Fuck the ages or any of that. Because let me tell you something. The predator's a predator, man. It don't matter if it's a boy or a girl. It don't matter if you say it was consensual sex with a dude, you know what I'm saying, that got lured into a situation. That dude is a victim. How the fuck you going to champion the fucking victimizer in this situation? We ain't going to do that. We ain't going to do that. Like I said, I'm a nigga that had 20 years. You know what I'm saying? I started this channel off with talking about jail stories, and we talk about pedophiles and how they get the treatment, bro. They get the treatment, man. We don't accept this type of shit. And bro, if you hear this video, man, if you see this video and you see how we coming at you, this is how people feel towards predators. A lot of people out here is victims. Don't get it twisted. A lot of these niggas got them family stories, got them fucking, you know, abandonment stories and you know what I mean, struggle stories. We all from, I mean, a lot of us from New York, we seen them chicks flying by the droves to 40 Deuce. You feel me? And get played. Why? Because they need money. They need something. And a nigga, you know what I'm saying, a manipulating motherfucker, most likely, you know what I'm saying, a pimp type motherfucker. This nigga's a sociopath. This is a nigga that if you don't stop this nigga now, he gonna be killing bitches. Real talk. Keep it 100.
I was about to just say that, like, if they don't stop him.
Hold on, Puto.
I'm sorry.
When they say that he's involved with law enforcement and shit like that, or he might be a rat, it's not far from the truth because guess what? There's niggas that get way less charges than that. You know what I'm saying? And they throw the fucking book at the nigga, especially when you got color on you. You understand where I'm coming from, bro? This shit is not no joke, Venezuela. This ain't no game with me right now, man. This nigga right here is a whole predator. We trolling and we playing games, but you ain't gonna be playing games when it's your 17-year-old son that he trying to come up behind and you know what I'm saying, and bum rush. Or some 10-year-old fucking niece or nephew you got, man. Get out of here with that shit.
Less than 3 years. It was explained to Miko that if he was to take the charges to trial and lose, he'd face a possible 25 to life in prison for sodomy.
I'm innocent, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. You give me 100 years. You feel me? If I'm innocent, let's go. Hit that like button, man. 100 likes and there's 200 people here. Let's make it match the motherfucking traffic.
And a possible 20 years for aggravated assault. Miko, the state, and the judge would accept the plea, and Miko was found guilty of aggravated assault. Within the following month, Miko would return to YouTube, and over the next few months...
Now, this is where blacks go wrong at right here. This shit right here. You feel me? He just look out of
would begin blogging his journeys through some of Atlanta's most dangerous neighborhoods before transforming his channel into a hood vlog channel in which he travels city to city, state to state, giving an inside look into some of America's most dangerous neighborhoods.
Out of place again. And look at all these niggas. Like Blackout said, they probably started picking niggas up. We're gonna look at, matter of fact, tomorrow we're gonna dig into that and see if they actually start picking niggas up due to these pictures. Because you niggas don't learn. Fuck, I don't care how legal these guns is in your state. When it comes down to conspiracy, they start tying you in with crimes. that legality goes out the fucking window. They don't give a fuck what state you in.
As those featured in the videos would flex guns and proclaim gang affiliations. All of this was being done with many not knowing or claiming to not know Miko's
200 likes. This is the one that you was talking about with the kufi right there, Blackout. Come up off your mic.
Yep, that's him. I first seen him. I seen him. He was with Wack at his studio, and then I seen him on. I seen his Instagram, and then that's when he put that same picture, I believe, on his Instagram, and that's when I watched the vlog. So then when I seen this clip, I'm like, oh shit, that's Wack Homeboy.
You think Wack 100 know?
No, I don't think Wack know. I don't even think this dude know, because he perpetrating the fraud.
Yeah. So he basically
he acting like he a blood, and them two dudes that did that bullshit paperwork party with him, they need to be condemned for that, because them dudes didn't even read that paperwork.
All right, we're gonna bring Venezuela in after this shit about these kids. What was that in the beginning? Oh yeah, that was in the beginning. Hold on.
Yeah, that already passed. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to speak about that little piece right there to Venezuela, and then we're gonna get to the end of this. Real talk, man.
And Jake wasn't able to get the paperwork on that, because if it was 10 years ago, this dude was probably, I think he's 27 now, so he was 16, 17, and there was a minor involved. So it's going to be hard to get that paperwork. That's why he couldn't go, and he said he couldn't get it.
Good Lord, we need 200 likes. Let it go up. Let it go up.
I heard he got his page got flagged just for this right here. That's another thing too.
Okay, listen. Tomorrow, once we done with this shit, we gonna get into the charges. Whether they caught these other kids or put charges up on these other dudes that's in these pictures, we gonna see what happens with that.
We still got other charges. We still got 2 charges pending in the Dominican Republic. I think it's the mayor or something like that. They're trying to investigate him for doing something towards 2 other kids or some shit like that.
That's a fact.
National attention. Miko was arrested by Colombia's CTI, a law enforcement agency that partners with U.S. law enforcement when investigating, arresting, and deporting criminals. According to the CTI's website, Miko was located inside of a restaurant in Medellin, Colombia, and placed under the authority of migration, pending deportation back to the U.S. The CTI stated, according to reports from U.S. authorities, Miko offered drugs to a 10-year-old, sexually abused the minor, and tied his feet and arms before putting him in a car's trunk. The attack occurred.
There you go.
Holy. Allegations. He has never been convicted of a sexual assault. Never.
Hey, Venezuela, let me ask you something. You're saying allegations, so he got allegations in Georgia. He went to Dominican Republic, got more allegations, went back to the US, had more allegations. Don't you see like a consistent thing of behavior right now?
No, the only thing I see, if he would have got convicted.
Wait. No. You got to explain that. He was
of a sex crime with a minor. He's been on the registry, bro.
Exactly. He would have been a registered sex offender, and there is not one proof that he is.
Because R. Kelly. So what you're saying is because R. Kelly wasn't on the register for all them years, he didn't do nothing to kids. Only when he got prosecuted.
R. Kelly wasn't on the registry all them years ago neither, because he was never convicted on them crimes, bro.
Thank
what you talking about?
Exactly.
So hold up, gangster. Don't you care about the conviction? Gangster?
What do you mean care about a conviction? I'm telling you right now.
If Miko was convicted of a rape, he's been on the registry, bro. That's dead on that.
No matter what part of the world you're from, if someone gets arrested consistently in regards to kids, their head's getting bust. I don't care if you're from America, Jamaica, anyone.
But that's not how the gangsters feel, because apparently he's around the gangsters. And you know what they're telling you? Go suck a dick, nigga. That's what they telling you. They don't feel the way you feel, and they're gangsters. They're telling you, nigga.
I don't give a fuck what they call themselves. They just want money and clout. They would fucking watch their mum twerk as long as they got them views. Any person with any moral standing, once you hear one case, you go, okay, someone alleged that. 2 cases, you go, what the fuck's going on? 3 cases, there's something going on now. There ain't no 2 ways about it.
I don't give a fuck what happens outside the United States. You shouldn't care neither. We only care
What do you
about
mean
what he
I
did.
shouldn't care? A
We only
paedophile is
care
a
about what
paedophile
he did in
worldwide. Once you
America.
got open cases and even the mayor of that country is investigating it, there's something going on. Like he went on a run to the Dominican Republic and people made more allegations against him. Total separate families in a different country. Total separate families in a different country said that Miko went over there and was touching on more kids than Michael Jackson. That guy is a fucking predator.
Again, allegations.
For 1 second, please. And for this fact, there was a conviction and an arrest warrant. The article also states in 2012, Miko was convicted for sexual crimes against another child under the age of 10 in Georgia. To evade the U.S.
Come on, bro. Come on. Come on.
But where's that paperwork? Where? Show me.
What do you mean paperwork? It says on the paperwork that the case was sealed in regards to battery of a 10-year-old. So meaning he went to court and we don't know the outcome. We don't know if he was charged, released without charge. The whole case is sealed. Do you understand that? When it means sealed case, you can't say
how is he saying what he's saying when he never seen the paperwork? Because the case.
What do you mean? It's on the paperwork. It shows you. It will show you.
This is slow case.
If it was against a minor, why is he not on the sex offenders list? Tell me that part.
Because the case is sealed because he was a minor when he done it.
Okay, but he would have been a registered sex offender as Nicki Minaj's
husband.
No,
it depends.
No, he
it
wasn't.
depends.
He was a minor.
He was a minor when he done it. Exactly.
Right.
So he wouldn't be on the sex offenders register.
Yes, he would be. Yes,
no,
he wouldn't. Yes, he would be.
No, he wouldn't.
Would be,
because that gets squashed. That's why the case gets sealed. The case gets sealed because he was a minor when it happened, so no one can see them charges.
Register. Miko would have had to register.
No, you can't. When a kid commits certain crimes,
if you don't believe me, ask Nicki Minaj's husband.
I don't give a fuck about Nicki. He was a man. He was a grown man when he done it. He wasn't a kid when he done it. There's a big difference. When you commit certain crimes as a kid, if the judge deems that it's going to affect your life, say if you killed someone, robbed someone, done something unspeakable, and they think it's going to affect your life, sometimes they can seal their case because they believe you can change or they believe that you had a lack of responsibility.
So why wouldn't the judge have him register as a sex offender, which is in...
Because he was a kid himself.
Homie, there's no way around
it. Hey, yo, can I jump in real quick? Hey, yo, salute to the channel. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody speaking on the panel right now. Yo, my name's Tomahawk Tony, Antonio Lorenzo. Let me share this real quick, right?
Right.
We got one guy who's saying some real good shit right now, right? He's saying, right? You got a guy, this Miko character, right? This dude got ties and background with law enforcement, okay? This dude had an attorney. If you look at the video that he did, right? If you observe the body language, you could tell this dude a whole fucking liar. He's a narcissist. He got a whole background, years of experience. In 2012, Miko had a sex abuse crime charge that's on his record in 2012, all right? Fast forward to the 2018 situation with the 17-year-old, right? Yo, I'm just gonna say this real quick because I ain't trying to hold everybody up. But yo, let me tell you something. These people are trained predators. All right. Bottom line, he's a trained predator. He knows the laws. He's been trained. There's something called, hold on, pause, hold on. Let me finish what I'm saying real quick. There's something called a catamite. Look up what a catamite is. Catamite, that is spelled C-A-T-A-M-I-T-E. These are boys that are held for sexual purposes. How do we not know that Miko is not a catamite when he's engaged in sodomy? His conviction is sodomy. He pled to the lesser conviction of assault. He pled guilty. That Alfred plea, that was a guilty plea. He accepted his guilt for assault.
He's not admitting to guilt. He is not.
What do you mean? It's a guilty plea, yo.
No, it's not, homie.
How's it not a guilty plea? Yo?
I know you wear Barclay suits.
Yo, you defending a pedophile, dude. You defending a sex offender, dude. You defending a rapist, dude. What's wrong with you?
He's not convicted of no sexual offense.
Hey yo. Okay. So let me ask you a question then, because I don't like hearing these type of people, especially men, talking. Hold on, Duke. I just got finished listening to you talk. Let me finish what I'm saying, man. Since you want to continue talking, defending a fucking pedophile, let me ask you a question. If you had a 17-year-old son, whatever his sexual preference was, right? Let me ask you a question. If you found out that your son was drugged and fucking choked out from behind and fucking raped with his fucking ass bleeding, how the fuck would you feel, nigga?
I can't deal with it, bro.
Nigga, yo, because you're full of shit. You defending a fucking sex offender. Fucking goofy fuck ass nigga.
All right, let's get back to the point. Hold up. I'm gonna finish playing this shit, man. But I think you struck a nerve, Venezuela, and rightfully so, man, because it sounds like you with this shit. It sounds like you for it. It sounds like you cool with it, bro.
I'm not with bashing. So I'm not with putting lies out there, because what y'all doing?
Venezuela is the type to get women naked when they're drunk and say it was okay because they're
nigga, you a fucking coward, nigga. You defending fucking rapist, nigga. Fuck you. You defending motherfucking rapist, nigga.
You're gonna tell me this guy did it twice, and the judge, knowing he could be a pedophile, decided not to put him on the registry. The judge.
Man, you stupid fuck ass nigga. Let me tell you something real quick, yo. There's a whole goddamn pedophile. There's a whole international pedophile fucking situation from a political, governmental, corporate level that's been going on. Look at this Hunter Biden situation.
Yo, Illuminati.
Look at the fucking Hunter Biden situation.
Hey, Illuminati is only one of many occult clubs. Let's not get into that. But
Hey yo, look at the Hunter Biden situation. How the fuck is Hunter Biden not locked up right now?
Hold on for 1 second. I took Venezuela down because I like.
Yeah, man, he's bugging.
I like your opinion. I like your opinion, Antonio. Tomahawk, my bad. Right? But don't let them get you riled up because you standing on solid points, and I need your head in the game real quick. I'm gonna bring them back in a second. I'm gonna bring Venezuela back in a second, but I want to finish listening to this part because this is the zesty part for me, man.
The attack occurred in the state of Georgia in 2018, and for this fact, there was a conviction and an arrest warrant. The article also states in 2012, Miko was convicted for sexual crimes against another child under the age of 10 in Georgia. To evade the U.S., Miko left the country as a YouTuber, where he traveled the world and shared videos of his charitable works. At the time, he had just over 30,000 subscribers. Because
John Shaft, pull back up. I didn't know you was back there.
of his arrest in a foreign country, different international authorities began investigating whether his YouTube channel was a facade to contact children and adolescents for sexual purposes. Back in 2018, an Atlanta-based news outlet posted an article titled "Wanted: Meth Trafficking, Assault Suspects Sought." Gwinnett County sheriffs were seeking 6 men, one of which was Michael Wolfgang Nickel, aka Miko Worldwide, who was wanted on charges of aggravated sodomy and aggravated assault. Over the next 2 years, Miko allegedly went on the run internationally before being captured.
You look like a fucking catamite.
Deported and transported to the Gwinnett County Jail. According to an arrest warrant, between March 29th and March 30th of 2018, between the hours of 9 p.m. and 5 a.m.
Come on, let's go.
Well, basically.
Yo, Matt. Can I salute, man? Salute to you and your platform. Salute to everybody on the panel. I wanted to state some facts. I'm gonna be very quick, right? Everybody here that's stating the facts is right. The clown, the bozo who's defending this man, talking about he's not trying to spread no lies. Listen, he didn't get hit with pedo. This is the problem with us niggas. I'm in my mid-40s. When I grew up, if you called somebody something, you have to have the facts and the proof to back it up. Whether snitching, ratting, whatever the case is, right? First and foremost. Miko did not get hit with the pedo because under ATL law, the dude is over 16. 16 is consent. Is consensual. So this is a fact, brother. In Venezuela, you've been on multiple platforms, man. You just always like to go left. You're a clown. I thought that was just your little thing. You was being a troll.
Like
My
to hear
nigga, you've been
self
on
speak.
yeah, you was on friendly extortions being a clown. You was on what's it, the 050 movement being a clown. My nigga, now I found you on this live being a clown. Homie, you need to shut the hell up and get off the panel, my
I
G.
know, but the
Straight up.
guy's not a pedophile. I could be whatever I want to be,
Bro,
but that guy,
bro,
he's
listen to
a
what I'm
pedophile.
saying. Listen to what I'm saying. He's not considered a pedophile under ATL law. But
Thank
if he was
you.
an
So why are
author,
we arguing about something that's not true?
listen. But he still dealt with a 17-year-old, and he had 10 years
That don't
on
make
that
it illegal.
teenager.
It doesn't
My
make it
nigga,
illegal.
bro, listen, man.
Hey, yo, he
Listen, I'm not gonna
fucking raped
argue
the
with you.
dude, yo. Fuck is wrong with you? He
No,
raped
he
the dude.
didn't. It was consensual. The guy went there willingly. He
Oh
wasn't
my goodness, it was
Motherfucker.
consensual.
Hey, yo.
The nigga
The
was
dude
choked.
woke up
He was
getting choked out. He woke
He was
up being
choked.
choked out with his ass
Come on.
bleeding. Fuck is wrong with you?
Thank you.
Male or
Thank
female,
you.
this shit is
Thank
fucking
you.
wrong. You a
This
fucking
nigga must
dummy,
be a
man.
pedo.
Fuck out
He
of
must
here.
be a pedo himself. He must
You
be a
just
pedo
so
himself,
comfortable
my
that
nigga.
they getting into it, and you don't know how to deal with other niggas liking you the most. That's their preference. That's them. But don't confuse a
Venezuela, you're
nigga's
talking
preference.
shit because
Don't
the end of the
confuse
day, he
a
wouldn't have got
man's
done for assault if it was consensual. He got done for assault because he forced him.
Thank you.
He didn't force
choked him
him.
out.
He never
choked
forced.
him out.
Remember,
Yes,
he was
he did.
twerking.
Yes, he
was
did.
twerking. How will you force somebody to twerk?
Nobody don't go nowhere. Everybody listen up real quick, right? Check it out. Venezuela, this is for you. Because you're the only one that got an opposing opinion. So that's the only reason you're still up here, brother. You know what I'm saying? But you cannot talk over motherfuckers while they talking. Even if you don't agree with what they saying, let them finish the point and then argue the point out. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the nigga is wrong. It doesn't matter if he was charged, if he was guilty, or found guilty or whatever. The fact is that you got a fucking clear track record of being a pedophile.
Yo, Mac, him being wrong is your opinion. Him being wrong, that doesn't make
What do
it
you mean
illegal.
opinion?
It
What
doesn't
do you mean
make it
opinion? He
illegal.
was locked up for sexual battery against a child. How is that opinion
And
being
stop
wrong?
saying child when the man is of age.
It did on his
Stop
record.
saying
Listen,
that.
play the video back,
Because
please.
you
Because
sound
this guy's got
ridiculous.
selective hearing.
Michael Wolfgang Nickel committed the act of aggravated assault and aggravated sodomy within room
There's no minor
236
anywhere on the
at the
report.
In-Town Suites Hotel. Michael Worldwide was accused of assaulting the victim with his hands by applying pressure to the victim's throat to choke him from behind while committing the act of
Do you normally, you know what I'm saying, make love, like come behind your girl and choke her out until she
Whatever my preference is my preference. There's nothing illegal about me choking her out, right?
Shit sounds like kinky sex.
Shaq, what you
Thank you.
Shaq, what you got to say about this?
Nah. Let's deal with the facts of the case, yo. Let's deal with the facts of the case real quick. Hold on. This dude, Frico, open wide, right? So this dude been going hood to hood as a whole chomo, right?
Straight chomo.
Hold that right there real quick.
That's your
So if dude pop up in your hood. Nah, even stop playing, yo. No. Hey, yo. See, this one, I don't like in real life. I don't fuck with cowards in real life, man. Real shit. People don't talk to me like this in real life, man. This social media shit, you got a little pass on this shit.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna take
on the social media shit, you got a little pass on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you sound like a whole fucking sucker right now, my nigga. You sound like a whole fucking sucker defending a fucking pedophile, my nigga. Fuck is wrong with you? You need to look at the fucking charges again, and you think about these youth running around going through all types of hell, generation after generation. This some sucker shit you talking right now, dude. Real shit.
Hold on for a second, Tom. I took him down for a second, right? Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna bring him back up. We're gonna just stop that. You know what I'm saying? So we can get to our point.
Aggravated sodomy. Now, this is where I believe the Colombian authorities made a mistake. The charge in the arrest warrant for sodomy states aggravated sodomy with force and against person's will.
Let's get them likes up to 200 real quick, y'all. Let's do what we gotta do around here, man. You know what I'm saying? We do this for the likes. You heard? Don't make me start clout chasing out here. All right. Go ahead and hit it. Now, I'm gonna do another poll, man. Let me take this poll down real quick. Let me end this shit. This one poll we got here. And I'm bringing it back to the floor. Right? Y'all get in the comments. What question do y'all want me to ask the audience? You know what I'm saying? What should we throw in the poll? It has to be a yes or no question. Yes or no question. The best question, I'm gonna throw it up in the poll, man. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta understand too, man. When y'all start defending shit like this, right? You gotta remember, there's a lot of people that been victims of shit, family members, victims of shit, people that just don't like I mean, like it's just the majority of people is just not with this type of shit, especially when it comes down to kids. Me in particular, when it comes down to kids, you know what I'm saying? I think that jail is like not an option. I feel like you should die straight up.
Facts.
I feel
Facts.
like you should be up out of here, especially when you a dude that's catamite, and that's a good word. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start using that word, but some of y'all niggas
catamite, yo, catamite. Hey, yo, show the definition. Show the definition of catamite. CATAMITE. Because there's a lot of catamites running around, yo. Real shit.
I showed them. I'm gonna flash it back up on the stage, man. You know what I'm saying? Right
Yo,
now.
it's in some third world countries, niggas, pedos get they get castrated. That's what they should do out here. Castrate them. Take it away.
Catamite.
Absolutely right.
Yo, but that's the crazy shit because soon as he caught his case,
my bad, Black. I'll go ahead.
I said that's funny that he said that because the first thing he did was run overseas.
Facts. So if he's innocent, why would you flee if you're innocent? Facts.
Why are you running around? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Like, you're not showing the actions of an innocent man. What you're doing is showing the actions of a fucking catamite.
Hey, yo, let me share something to y'all, right? So there's a video with the dude Frico. I call him Triple M Productions, right? Anyway, check it.
Miko Worldwide?
Frico Open Wide, I call him. You know what I mean? Anyway, because I done heard some other stories. Yo, shouts to ODM Slim. You know what I'm saying? I was on the live the other night with him and China Mac. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, check it. This situation, right?
How's the China Mac?
Yo, shout out to China Mac. Yeah. Anyway, so this situation, right? The dude Frico, Triple M Productions, right? So he down there in the DR, right? Shout out to everybody from the Dominican Republic and all of that, So this dude on that video with the dude, quote unquote, Mayor Sosa or Sosua, whatever his name is, right? Anyway, Miko takes some time to speak on his little camera phone, and he said, "Yeah, this is where people come when they running from something."
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if y'all peeped that in that video.
No, I peeped it.
Y'all might want to run that back. How the fuck is this dude that's in his early 20s, mid 20s, going into his late 20s, got knowledge of where to run to on some homo shit, on some pedophile shit? And then at the same time, yo, word is coming out of DR, he got some charges dealing with underage youth going on behind the scenes, active cases in the DR right now, dealing with minors, little boys. Yo, in addition,
active case going on in DR, and they got an active case going on in Cuba right now. It's just right now.
In Cuba too, yo?
It's not sticking
in Cuba too?
I've been watching it like a whole day today. This shit been trending like crazy on YouTube, bro. Like for real, like. And it's like, I understand he ain't got the charges and everything, but he has pending charges right now. So that's the reason why he got this 5-year shit and all this. But once they find out in court he did all this, he is facing serious time. And then when the charges that come from these other countries, he's gonna do this time there. They're gonna ship his ass back over there. So he might be fucking around getting 100 years. Nobody even know.
And listen, right? Whoever brought up that he's a law enforcement, he wrote letters to the court talking about that he's a post type of police officer. He was a CO and all of that. You don't think they give them dudes little pardons? That's why he pled to the assault and not the sodomy. That's why the sodomy was dropped and he pled guilty. It was part of the plea and stuff like that.
It was an assault when he choked the kid out.
Correct.
Everybody mute up for 1 second.
or person less than 10 years of age. Nowhere in the actual warrant does it list the victim's age, but it does include the name. The warrant also doesn't include the co-defendant, who was the third person present in the hotel room that night. March 18th, 2018, Miko, who was 27 years old at the time, was hanging with a friend named Ishwa Long, who was 22. According to Miko, Ishwa was on a dating app called Jacked, which claimed to be the most diverse community for gay, bi, trans, and queer people around the globe. In simpler terms, it was a Tinder app for the LGBTQ community. That's where a 17-year-old named Bryson Orr made contact with Ishwa with the intent of hooking up. Miko would drive with his friend to pick up the 17-year-old, and when he got in the car, Miko alleges he asked to be taken to Walmart. The three would enter the Walmart, and Bryson would steal cough medicine before going into the bathroom where he ingested it. The cough medicine was known as triple C's and is commonly abused by teens to get a euphoric effect. The three drove to another location to buy marijuana before going to the hotel room that was under Ishwa's name. That's where Ishwa and Bryson smoked while Miko watched, and according to Miko, Bryson started to twerk naked on the bed after. That's when the three of them engaged in consensual sex. After they did what they did, they noticed 17-year-old Bryson was bleeding from his rectum. Bryson would clean himself in the shower before being driven home by Miko and Ishwa, who knocked on the door of Bryson's home, but nobody answered. Bryson decided to check his brother's car door, which was unlocked, so he sat in the car and waved Miko and Ishwa off. It wasn't until the next day when Bryson's mom returned home from an out-of-town business trip that Bryson claimed he'd been raped. He'd spent the morning and afternoon with his brother, but failed to mention anything about an assault. That same day, the Swanee Police Department would respond to the hotel room, arresting 22-year-old Ishwa Long for aggravated sodomy.
1090 Jake is going to strike the shit out of my channel. I better holler at him, let him know I'm using his shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think we got to run this shit back no more. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's you know what I mean? Venezuela's still here.
Claro.
I mean, like, this is the issue about what's right and what's wrong. What do you fight for, bro?
I'm not saying right or wrong. What I'm saying is, why are we concerned with what went on if he was not convicted of the things that went on? He wasn't convicted, bro. And when it comes to open cases, I thought real niggas don't speak on open cases.
Well,
these are a lot of open cases that y'all don't have no facts about. Can I see some paperwork on the shit about the law? Can someone
1090 Jake just covered it in that video and got the actual paperwork and expressed that there is active cases. There's no details in the cases, but there is active cases on the system.
Okay, let me ask you something. Let me just make this. Let me say this.
Yo,
right?
this shit's weird.
Let me say this, right? Because somebody's echoing. Right? Let me ask you something. Venezuela, this is for you and people that's like you, right? Are you defending a pedophile, or what's your logic? What's your reasoning?
What I'm trying to say is, I don't care that he has sex with a man. I don't care. What you're saying, he's a pedophile, and
Let's say if it was a woman, right?
Again, I wouldn't care what consenting adults do in the privacy of hotel rooms. I don't care if the nigga choked them out. I don't care.
Your mind, stop right there. A 17-year-old is a consenting adult.
To me, it's not, but the law is something different than what I believe.
Stop right there. So we're not speaking for the law. You're speaking for you. You know what I'm saying? In an independent atmosphere.
I'm speaking as an adult. Yes, we do care what the law is. Yes, we do. If not, he would have been a pedophile. If he didn't care what the law was, he would have been a pedophile, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But he's not, right?
Exactly. But the point of the matter is that he's been charged with this. Yo, Stacks, you know what? I'm not gonna do this with you. I'm gonna let Stacks handle you.
Well, I'm gonna say this.
Wait, hold
I'm
up,
gonna say
Stacks,
this.
Stacks. Can you show me some paperwork when the things that you're saying about DR? Can you show me that paperwork, please?
It's all on the video. It's all on the video. If you listen and clean the
1090
earwax,
J can lie, right? Because he has no paperwork on
so
nothing
what
he
you're
said about
saying
DR.
is even though the guy got arrested on sexual battery according to a minor and there's court documents
It's
and it's
not a
on his
minor.
record and
Stop
everything,
saying that. He
even though the
never
case
said
is
minor
closed,
in the video.
even though he got arrested for choking someone out and penetrating them, even though he's got other cases and there's things on his record from when he was in DR, none of it matters because he wasn't convicted. Even though there's a consistent cycle of behavior of him doing foul shit, what you're saying is it's all good.
Venezuela,
So
how
what-
old are you? How old are you?
I'm 33.
Okay, so it's possible for you to have a 17-year-old kid. If you
If it's legal, it's not a kid. Stop mixing.
Hey
Stop
yo,
mixing.
hey yo,
He is a
fuck
kid.
out of
He is a
here.
kid.
Hey yo,
He is a kid.
hey
He's
yo,
17.
Mixing.
He's not
hey yo,
Stop
18.
mixing
Hey, what
He's
the
adult.
18 or
fuck?
21.
hey yo, do. Hey yo, are you in Venezuela?
Hey, you're
Are you
bugging.
in Venezuela?
That's
Venezuela. Are you in Venezuela?
I'm in the Bronx. What happened? It's not legal
You in
here.
the Bronx? Hey yo, check it. This is what it is. I'ma holler at all my peoples in New York, yo, especially my peoples in the Bronx, right? And I'm gonna let them know that there's a nigga named Venezuela on YouTube. I'm about to forward this shit to my peoples.
But don't
Yo,
say
my
it.
nigga.
But don't say it on the
Hey
internet
yo,
because
real
they
shit.
can charge you.
Hey,
Yo, stupid. Don't
do.
say it though. Don't say it
Nah,
on the
you a
internet.
fucking
They can charge
idiot,
you.
yo. You a fucking idiot. I ain't
You
saying
should have
nothing that
kept it
don't
to
need to be
yourself.
said, you dumb fuck ass nigga. You a fucking you a bum ass nigga defending a fucking pedophile online, you dumb fuck ass nigga. Fuck wrong with you? The fuck is wrong with you, man?
Hold on, my guy. Hold on.
Hey yo, you got motherfuckers, you got grown ass men. They got 16. Hey, yo, that's my word. Yo, I ain't even got no sons that's 17, 18 years old, but my peoples do. And that's my fucking word, yo. Let me find out, yo. One of y'all goofy motherfuckers supporting the Miko is giving a pass to this type fucking behavior and activity.
Man, that's that selective
Motherfucker.
politics and shit.
Hey, yo. Get the fuck out of here, man. Hey, yo, hey, let me pause, man. I'm on mute, man.
God.
Hey, that's definitely one of Miko's
Police would
boyfriends.
arrive at Miko's
100%.
parents' house.
There's no way anyone would defend someone like that.
Facts. For real. And he keeps saying he's an adult. How's he an adult? He's 17. 18, 21 makes you an adult.
Next to which Miko fled out of the back of the home, evading a police pursuit that involved canines. Within a short amount of time, he was able to disconnect his phone, abandon his car, and quit his loss prevention job. When contacted by detectives, Miko claimed there'd been a death in the family, and Miko would remain at large for the next 2 years until capture in March of 2020. Now, the victim claimed to have a much different experience with Miko Worldwide than the one Miko would eventually share in his defense. It turns out that all three men had met a month prior to this incident, and all three of them admitted to it. During that time, they'd smoke, and the victim gave oral sex to Miko, which would be used in Miko's defense as a clear indication of consent.
I had about enough of this shit, man. Any last words, man, before we get out of here? Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Y'all already know what it is, Mac me.
Yo, Mac, you know,
Hey, yo,
1090 Jake's
hey, yo, let
channel
me,
got strikes, right?
Yo, my bad.
Go ahead,
No,
go
I was
ahead.
just
Let me just say this real quick, right?
Tomahawk?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to say this real quick, right? If you listen to as 1090 Jake, because he was just on Odia Slim joint the other night, right? Now check it. If you listen to what 1090 is saying, right? Yo, he's reading Miko's statement. That's what Miko said in that statement.
Yep.
All right.
He paid for it.
That's Miko's perspective as a fucking known goddamn liar as well as impersonator of law enforcement. All right.
Hey, this faggot right here, this guy right here, Only thing he really wanted was to prove that being gay is not a problem.
What I really wanted is the gangsters to stand on their ground, my nigga. Now they want to take convictions away and put allegations as convictions, but y'all
Hey,
gangsters.
listen, Miko's boyfriend, you can't tell no one to stand on the ground. Like, you're here defending Miko like it's an R. Kelly
check this
trial.
out. Check this
That
out.
guy is a
Check this
predator.
out.
He's had more sex cases than Bill Cosby and R. Kelly put together.
Cases
Like, what the fuck?
don't mean conviction, homie.
What do you
Don't
mean?
you know
So
that?
what you're saying is if your 17-year-old brought home a 27-year-old man, you'd let him cut that cheeks. What the fuck you on about?
If
Listen,
the
I don't know what
nigga's
you spoke, but you
consenting,
need to go
where
back.
is the
Like,
crime in the dude consenting to sex? Where is the crime?
listen, any grown man clapping the cheeks of a 17-year-old, especially passed out, needs to be dealt with. I don't give a fuck what way you try and twist it. I don't
Homie,
give a
what
fuck
you're
what way
saying
you try
is
and
not
say.
true.
The guy is a predator.
Let me throw something in the air real quick. Let me throw something in the air because somebody said gangster. Venezuela just said gangster. Venezuela just said gangster.
Let me say one thing, bro.
My apologies. All right, go for it.
All right. Like Stack said, I don't give a fuck if that state say it's 15, 14, anything. I don't give a shit. If you 29 years old and that motherfucker 17, you know it's a fucking child.
I know you don't care. You're
bounce.
not a
You out of
gangster.
bounds.
I know you don't care, but I do. As a civilian, it does matter. I care about the law.
Then
I
stop
do.
talking about fucking gangsters, motherfucker, because I'm a motherfucking man. You dumbass nigga.
You don't got
I'm
no
a
guidelines.
motherfucking man, and that
One
shit's
day you care about
unacceptable
the
amongst
paperwork.
men.
One
You
day
defending
you
a
care about
fucking
the
non
paperwork.
man. You defending a non man. You goofy
Listen.
fuck ass nigga. Fuck
One day
wrong
you
with you?
care about the paperwork, one day you don't. One day you care about the allegations, one day you don't. One day you care about what the police charge you with, one day you don't. Make up your mind, nigga.
What do you mean? Of course
Man,
you
make
care
up
about
your
the paperwork.
fucking mind. You defending a fucking
It's a
faggot, you dumb
sexual
fuck.
battery to
Fuck
someone
wrong
that
with
was
you?
under the age of 10 years old. You can't ignore that.
Where's your paperwork? Can I see the paperwork
Listen,
of
did
that
you see?
child?
Go and get his criminal record. It's on there. It's a sealed case. He done something with a minor, but it's a sealed case.
So you talking about a
Hey yo,
case you
ODM
haven't
Slim
seen
is live right now. I'm about to get on ODM Slim shit. Hey yo, salute to y'all, man. Hey, salute to this platform. Yo, y'all be good, man. Yo, hey, to all the men out there, man up. Maintain y'all manhood. Yo, make sure the youth is healthy, man. Straight like that. I'm out, man. Y'all be good.
Now he want to stop a dude from twerking when he want to twerk. Yo, what's wrong?
Stop it. Ain't about stopping a dude from twerking. You got to understand, if someone passes out, you can't just have sex with them. And you're trying to okay this, so that means you've done this shit. That means you've invited females or men or whatever the fuck you're into around your crib. They've passed out and you've tried to play fucking pocket tennis. That ain't right.
Yo, hey, before we get up out of here, man, can you explain to me what pocket tennis is, bro? Please.
It's when you do something to someone, yeah, without their fucking knowledge. Like, it's just wrong. I don't understand how a grown man can justify a 27-year-old having sex with a 17-year-old. I've never seen no shit like that.
Oh, God, man. Good for looking for pulling up. What's your name, bro? Stacks?
It's Cole.
All right, cool.
Yeah, Cole. C-O-L-E.
C-O-L-E. You know what I'm saying? Good looking for Cole for pulling up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go out with my own commentary. You know what I mean? Thank you for everybody. Thank you for being patient with Venezuela. You know what I mean? Make those likes go up past 200 real quick, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Don't be no lame. You feel me? To me, it's just all bad. You know what I mean? It's just all bad. It doesn't matter if he was charged. It doesn't matter if the kid, you know what I'm saying, said that he was with it or whatever. In my eyes, a 17-year-old, you know what I'm saying, is not an adult to me. 18-year-old is still questionable. You want to know why? Because all these tests that's coming out now, it's talking about, you know what I'm saying, your brain's not even fully developed until you're 25. You feel me? So that's a standard, you know, that we have in America or whatever. You know what I mean? In one state, you know, 16 is legal. In another state, 18. Come on, get the fuck out of here. You feel me?
It's an interaction. But in this interaction, the victim claimed to have blacked out. He started off by saying it was Miko who contacted him through the dating app using a fake name.
There we go. You contacted him through a dating app. Why are you contacting these cats, man? Why are you contacting little boys through a dating app, man? I mean, like, you know, let's just put your sexuality to the side. You know what I mean? Why are you Kids.
The profile picture. He asked if he wanted to do meth, to which he agreed. He admitted to stealing the cough medicine as Miko and...
Damn, now I remember where I know this dude from. From this right here. Hold up. Look right here. I got it right here. Here you go, right here. I remember him. Watch. Look at him right here. Wow. He's a little fatter in this picture. Hold on. It's your man's in them. That's what these niggas is defending out here, man. Crazy. Even if you was the most, you know what I'm saying, patriotic American, you know what I'm saying, a Venezuelan or whatever, this certain shit that you just don't want your name attached to, bro. It make it look like you down with it. It make it look like you like paying, what he said, table tennis, pocket tennis, you know what I'm saying? Ass grabbies. Nasty ass motherfuckers out here, man. This world's all fucked up. And thank you, Mr. X, for putting me on to this shit. Couple people was telling me about it. I was trying to ignore it, man. It seemed kind of robust though to me. Now that we go through it, you know what I'm saying? And big shouts to 1090 Jake for just cracking the whole code open. I'm waiting for the likes to go up to 200. You know what I'm saying? We doing this for the likes. We do this for the likes, man. Don't, you know, stay woke. But here's your people right here. Here you go right here. Here you go right here. I know I see this thing somewhere. Got him.
And after a period of weeks talking to this potential predator, the child no longer sees them as a stranger. You know it's against the law to solicit somebody who's underage for sex on the internet.
That's Venezuela. My bad. I got the wrong episode. Anyway, like I said, man, Mac mean true story. All stories ain't true. Tomorrow we're gonna try to see what happened if those dudes really got charged after all this shit, because it would be really sad. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna tap in with that. And like I said, anybody that was patient with Venezuela, you know, thank you. You know what I mean? I know you don't like to hear what somebody say, but you got to think about it. You're coming over here to hear my opinion and everybody's opinion that's just like mine, but you got to entertain that there's other people that got warped ass opinions out there. Some people with some, in their mind, valid points or whatever. You feel me? You got to be able to entertain both sides. Period. All right? We out here.